Yo, what is up, Guardians? It's I'm Royalty here, and today we're going to be talking about the Lightfall campaign. It's going to be my thoughts and review on the campaign, not really on the expansion as a whole. So, first, starting off, let's just get this out here. Yes, the story and the narrative needs to be fleshed out more in this expansion. More needing to understand exactly what the veil is would have been a very good explanation, as far as especially coming from the members of the Vanguard like Zavala and Ikora, who seem to have a somewhat of an understanding of what the veil is, would have been very good with some type of the steel flashbacks that we have in some seasonal content to kind of explain. Doesn't really necessarily have to be a full cinematic of what it is, but just an explanation of what this is and everything and how this plays a part, with the ghosts kind of being drawn to it. It wasn't enough, especially from what a lot of the community's feedback has been. Now, in regards to hearing things about, with the Cloud Striders, so like, for example, Rohan and Nimbus being new characters that got introduced in Lightfall. Spoiler: Rohan does die in the campaign, and I feel like that shouldn't have happened. Just because, one, it's a new type of character, new location. I felt like we could have learned more, got more, because Rohan in the stories is the elder Cloud Strider in a sense. Well, he is the elder Cloud Strider. My personal opinion, I think Kaido should have been the one to die in this expansion. Reason being, with Kaido thinking that, me feeling like Kaido should have been the one that should have been, if we were going to lose somebody within Lightfall, I feel like Kaido should have been the one that would have died. Meaning, because we got, over the seasons, we got to learn more about Kaido. The end boss was her father. So we kind of knew the motivations of Kaido within the story. So there was an attachment there. Also, it would have gave a new narrative for the Cabal also, because if they lost her, then more than likely Saladin would probably end up leading her army in her place, more than likely. And then, and just on top of that, is just that her sacrificing herself to put a stop to her father would have just been the perfect swan song for Kaido in the story. And I think it would have made more sense than getting rid of the new character that we had literally zero attachment to. And with everything that was going on with the opening cinematic, there was a lot, it's a big battle and everything. So it would have made more sense to lose somebody that, from a story perspective, that we know about, that we're close to, would have just made more sense. Strand, I love Strand. Once you fully flesh it out, you get all the fragments and everything. I have mixed feelings of how it was incorporated within the campaign. And I know, like, the older model we used to have in regards to campaigns, where you kind of pick, and it was some stuff was sort of kind of side quests versus a more of a linear path. The linear path, yes, I think it's more of the style that Destiny needs to have, just like Witch Queen, just like Lightfall. It just keeps you straight on the path. But I just feel like Strand, us trying to learn this new ability and all this stuff, I don't know. It's just I feel like it kind of overwhelmed, or just, it was more too focal in the story than it needed to be. Yes, it's our new ability, but I felt like there were more important things to focus on also as well. Now, as far as after the campaign and everything, once you're done with the story and everything, heroic patrols, the events within Neomuna are a great addition to the game. Definitely something that was needed. I felt like this could have been something that would really benefited Witch Queen, because for me personally, I didn't feel there was enough for me to want to grind and rank up Finch in the Throne World, there was not enough motivation to do so, which is why I never really maxed out Finch. Honestly, I'm pretty much almost done maxing out Nimbus as we speak, as we're doing this right now. I've been saying for like a long time, Destiny needs like a world tier system for the open world patrol side of the game, kind of like the Division has. It's been something that's really been needed, and they're starting to make moves towards that within the game. And I feel that it's really something that's really, really needed to bring more of a challenge, bring more of a thing where we're more, cautious when we're navigating the world and not just freaking just blowing through everything. So in regard to some other things that I noticed within the Lightfall structure, I feel like the expansion armor has come around again and been kind of an afterthought. Here's the reason why I say that. You get the armor pieces through the leveling with Nimbus, but it's a very low stat armor. And the only way you're going to really get that armor is just through standard RNG, by chance getting a drop of that armor. I think that's a really big issue because the armor has been, it's advertised all over the place. It's the Lightfall armor. And I feel like there should be some form of a path. I don't feel like I feel like I shouldn't get on an Ingram that I get from Nimbus. I should get the Lightfall armor. Like, it should be a high chance of me getting the Lightfall armor versus World Drop armor. I don't want a bunch of World Drop armor from previous years that I'm getting. I want the new armor that I've been seeing, but I want a high stat roll of it. And I feel like either A, can Bungie adjust the drop rate of that on the NPC, and also in tune either give us high stats, or going forward in the next expansion, give us the same system that we have on the vendors in the tower. Like, you can keep the same structure of what we currently have within the game with, the track and unlocking stuff within the new world, the new play space that you're giving us. But I feel like we do need a focusing on the NPCs also, even if it's legit just for armor, because I want to get the armor. I like the armor for Lightfall, and I want to get it, but in a high stat role where it's more useful to me. So, but all in all, man, overall, I feel the quality of life updates we got with loadouts, mod systems, life fragments, new class added, Strand. I'm not saying like Bungie could have not knocked the story out of the park with all these other things like Witch Queen, because Witch Queen did feel like a really much longer campaign than this one. But I think them putting more time into quality of life stuff that really needed. I feel like that with putting more focus on quality of life stuff within the game, kind of took away from probably the focus of the story that they probably could have, put more time in. Could be. I'm not sure. I'm not a game developer, but I have a feeling like it's a balance. I'm pretty sure though. Pretty sure it's a balance. They're trying to get all these things out because they want the game to not, they don't want the same systems in the game, but also, okay, we had this really good story, but as far as overall the game feel and look feels the exact same. So I'm pretty sure that wasn't something that they wanted. I feel since the Cloud Striders were new, like Rohan shouldn't, like, again, I feel like Rohan shouldn't have died. Kaido was a more fleshed out character, like I said before. Now in regards to the ending cutscene with the witness, and I haven't seen anybody mention this at all. And I'm just going off of just color palettes, how thing looks, how the portal looks, and all that stuff. Nobody's brought up the 9. What if the 9 has something to do with this? What if the 9 is somehow connected to the travel in some form, some way? What if this portal has to do something with the 9? And I haven't heard anybody mention that. And that's one key component. That's the 9, the Drifter, they're not shown anywhere within this war as of yet. So I have a feeling that this could be something that could be relation to the 9. I could be wrong. I don't know, but I'm just throwing my thoughts out there on it. But overall on the campaign, I give it like a 7.8 out of 10. Witch Queen, from a story perspective, yes, I would rate higher just because longer story. But we were trying to get and understand the motivations of Savathun, which I understand as well. And we kind of, over time, we've kind of learned what Callus's motivations were. So it wasn't a thing where we kind of was, okay, what motivates Callus? Why is Callus doing it? Yeah, that could have been something more for the witness, but that's probably going to be something that we're going to learn more in Final Shape. Bungie did come out and say over on the socials that the Lightfall story will continue to be fleshed out more within the coming seasons, so we'll find out more from there. But all in all, guys, let me know what you think below. I've been hearing the rumblings of the community, what everybody feels. I mean, how a lot of the community feels is very close to, the gripes about the story and things of that nature. So let me know what you guys think. Also, let me know if you guys like more content like this. Please drop a like on the video so it can get pushed out to more of the Destiny community, and also subscribe to the channel. And I will catch you Guardians on the next one.